I made a video a few days ago alerting the whole world that Ginger and I have COVID. Sorry about that. I really don't like to see people's health issues on Facebook and YouTube. But I thought that that might help people that come down with COVID these days to get an idea of what they might expect from the illness. So this video is an update on Davis' life and Davis' YouTube channel. So we had COVID, I guess, pretty rigorously for about a week, and now we've been healing for another week, and it seems to take a while, but life goes on and we're having a good time now. We're doing much better, feeling better, and we're getting back to our old routines. I don't like things to interfere with my daily routine and work. So what about YouTube? YouTube, the last I talked to you about YouTube, was really falling apart. Views were down and YouTube income was way down. And that was discouraging to me, because I've been making YouTube videos for a long time, and I don't like it when things aren't going right with YouTube, because I enjoy making videos. Well, since that time, my views have gone up a little, but YouTube has increased my income. Regularly, I see it going up and up and up. And that is a really appreciated little trend, let me tell you. Because if you're going to work for pennies on the hour, you don't want that money to be going down, you want it going up. So YouTube is on the upswing. And I'm happy to say that, even though I haven't been making many videos lately because we were sick and have lots of other stuff going on, I'm really happy to see that going up. My life is really based on the backyard now. I have gotten into a willow tree planting kick, and now my entire backyard is covered with willow trees or sweet potatoes and tomatoes. And that is healthy in many different ways. First of all, it gives me all the exercise I need without having to actually put exercise in my life. I mean, it's there, because every time I go down the stairs and up the stairs to the garden, which is about 100 times a day, I get quite a workout. So the garden is very exciting, and these willow trees are great. And what I'm really excited about the willow trees is that they will provide me an income that does not have to be, I don't have to purchase something to sell it. I can grow things and sell them out of my garden like trees. I can sell pieces of trees and have a continual income from now on. That is pretty amazing. A lady yesterday drove 3 hours to come here to buy mulberry trees from me. I'm the only place she could get mulberry trees within 3 hours of her house. And she was very excited to get those mulberry trees. Well, I have mulberry trees coming up by the hundreds in my yard. And so all I do is dig them up, put them in a pot, people buy them. That's cool. And the willow trees, just cut off a branch, cut the branches to size, put them in water, take them out of the water when they root, put them in the ground, and I can sell them out of the ground, or make new trees. That's just that's an amazing thing to be able to do. And actually be able to sell regularly at a very good price these little trees, which taught me a new concept yesterday. It's called the wet garden bed. And I have it already going, but I just came up with the idea yesterday. That's what you call it. It's a wet bed. It stays wet all the time in the summer. And that's where you take your little cuttings that have the roots and put them in that bed. And you can plant them this far apart, these trees. And when they get big enough, then you can put them in a permanent place in your garden or sell them. That is a tremendous, wonderful idea. And I'm glad I thought of it. Which brings me to the point that all is not hunky-dory in Davis Garden Land. Yesterday I looked out over my domain, surveying my domain, and first of all I looked over toward the willow trees, which is my favorite spot. And I see some activity over there. And then I said, hey, what's going on over there? We have a woodchuck. He's this long, and his tail is that long too. And when I hollered at the woodchuck, he looked at me and I could see something green in his mouth that he'd been eating. When I went down to look at my willows after that, I didn't see evidence where he'd been eating willows. So hopefully he's been eating some weeds underneath my willow trees, and he's welcome to those. Later on, I went outside. I went back on the back porch surveying my domain and look over at the sweet potatoes, and I see some kind of activity over there. I say, hello, and he pokes his head up. And I said, you leave. And he did. He ran on, waddled off away. So I've got a woodchuck. Oh, it's never perfect, is it? Anyway, the last thing I'm going to talk about today is my music. Honestly, it's discouraging to me, the comments I don't get about my music. I mean, some people say nice things, but I think my music is terrific. And that's just the way it is. And I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to keep making my original songs every day. And I'm going to post them. And people can watch if they like. They can say whatever they want. But I'm doing that for me, because this is what I have to offer. Why would I want to offer some second-class rendition of This Land Is Your Land if I could make a first-class version of my own songs? So I'm going to be refocusing my efforts in the early morning hours of making my own music before daylight and before garden